So Satan's chopped you up a little bit. He's chopped us all up. There's not a person alive who hasn't been chopped on the butching block. Not by this one anyway, you know. We've all been there. We've all got something. And what I felt God show me this morning, or tell me this morning, was just that. Was that we have all been a bit butchered by Satan. And we go from the cow in the grass, living and breathing, right, to going through the butchers and being chopped up and being kind of minced up to a degree. But this is where God comes in. You see, God is actually the one who takes the chops, who takes the mince and seasons you. And yeah, I get it. It doesn't really look the same. You know, it's like I'm not the cow anymore. No, but here's the thing. The cow's in the field. The cow just kind of stands there and, you know, chews the grass and stuff. But now you're actually something entirely different. You're actually edible. You weren't edible before. You know, I know you probably thought you were pretty awesome, and maybe you were. But through the process of being butchered, and it's not nice, that's messy, that's ugly, and that hurts. But God takes the chops of our lives and seasons them beautifully, so beautifully. And just like in the butchers, when you go to pick up some meat, there's different flavors, there's different kinds, and that's exactly what God does. You know, he doesn't season us exactly the same, but he does season us. And he does put us in position to actually be of service to others, to actually allow others to taste the glory of God. You know, it's not just the meat that they're coming for the taste. And you're now in a position to actually be able to be served, to be edible by others, to actually introduce people to the glory of God. I'm just reading from Leviticus chapter 2, and it's verse 13. You shall season all your grain offerings with salt. You shall not let the salt of the covenant with your God be missing from your grain offering. With all your offerings you shall offer salt. You're an offering. Your life is an offering. Everything that you are is an offering. Bring on the salt. Let God season you. Let God make you edible. Let God dish you up and serve you to others around you. God bless.